Facebook, my personal page, I believe, on Facebook as well, and then YouTube Live. And today I have a topic for you that is maybe a little unusual compared to what I usually talk about. And that is all about happiness. So it's actually a really joyful topic. It's about how to create more ease, more trust, and tangible growth really as well in your business. And it's all about how to be really happy in your business and have this sustained level of enthusiasm and joy and fulfillment from the work that you do while your business is growing, which is a really important topic and what we have been talking a lot about in a variety of different groups I'm in with my clients at all levels, from the beginner to more advanced clients to our highest level, really high achieving clients. And everybody wants to, especially right now, have this sense of calm, have this sense of, normalcy again, and still grow their business and achieve all those amazing goals that we have, but in a really, really enjoyable way. And I've noticed that whenever I talk about things like happiness and fulfillment, people's ears sort of, perk up, because they want to know what that means, because ultimately, I believe that that's what we really want. We want the money, we want the clients, the success, the fame, and all that great stuff. But ultimately, behind all of that is this idea that we want to be living a great life and feeling really great, doing so. So I have 4 powerful shifts for you today that will give you an instant sense of more peacefulness, an instant boost in your happiness, some actual tangible tools, shifts that you can apply really immediately to, really step into a much more powerful mindset. And all of that is going to help you step into a much more powerful and stable business and just create this sense of real clarity, real stability, feeling really grounded. Hi, Melissa. And, sustaining your business for the long term. I always like to say it's not about how much you can carry on your back. It's really about how long you can carry it for. So it's about longevity. It's about the next, 10 years, and about making sure you feel good, you're healthy, and you're happy. And that's really what I want to accomplish for you. And so I want to have more conversations like this one today over the next couple of weeks and months, and make this really casual. And to Melissa's point here, while she's the first one to do this, I would like to have a conversation. So I can see your comments in the chat, and I can bring them on the screen too, so we can play a little bit with this. Hi, Melissa, again. So let's definitely make this a conversation and talk to me, and we'll have a really good time. So I want to start this conversation here by asking you a couple of questions, and maybe consider this for a little bit here with me. How many of you here, wish they had more ease, less stress, less anxiety in your business, right? Maybe you're successful, but you're working all the time. You're working a lot, long hours. And even if you're not working, you have this sense of, I should be doing something right now. You can't relax. You can't just let it go. You're hitting big goals, but those big goals don't really make you all that happy. They make you happy for a little while, but then it sort of goes away, so you have these hits happening in your career, in your business, but it doesn't really leave you in a place of, enthusiasm where you say, this actually made me happy all the time, and it really was good for me. Maybe you feel like you have to work really hard, and things are really difficult, and you have to put in a lot of, hard work and focus and concentration to actually reach your goals. Maybe you feel burnt out. Maybe you feel resentful of your business too. And, and that comes from this idea that it's all on you. You're responsible for everything. People aren't really stepping up. They're not helping you. There's just a lot of responsibility and a lot of contribution from you, but maybe not from others. So your business isn't feeding you back as much as it really should. And then also, what about your alignment? I had some really powerful conversations recently with some clients who said, I don't feel aligned with my business anymore. I kind of have fallen out of love with my business a little bit. I don't know if this is what I should be doing. I don't know where I should be going. So I feel out of balance. I don't feel connected to my purpose and my mission anymore, but I don't know what else to do, right? I'm sort of stuck. And the worst part is that if you don't take care of that, eventually this can lead to other things and your personal life being impacted and your health being impacted. And eventually you start to really sabotage your business. And we see it in a way of people procrastinating, not getting things done. They're also plateauing a lot of times. So they hit an income ceiling that they can't exceed, right? So maybe you're hovering at a certain level in income and you just don't know how to get over it and earn more. And that's because you're just not getting that fulfillment back from your business, and you're out of alignment with it too. The other thing is, if you don't feel inspired by your business, you can't inspire other people, especially if you're a coach or consultant. It's really on us to show up, to share our message, to be visible. And if we're not feeling inspired, nobody else is going to feel inspired. And maybe you get angry a lot, right? Maybe your business makes you angry, and because there is so much stress and you don't know how to shut it off. So you do your work and then you carry the anger into your dinner and your kids and your time with your family and everybody else. So you turn into, someone who's really angry and bitchy all the time. Happens too. And then what else is there? Anxiety, this sort of fear of losing the business, right? If you just take some time and if you just breathe and relax for a little bit, you feel like, oh my God, now it's all going to freaking collapse on me and it's all going to go away. People will forget about me, clients will leave me, no more money, right? And these crazy thoughts coming up. And if you don't know what else to do, it's a sense of emptiness. It's a sense of, I don't want this anymore. And this is not really giving me what I want, but I don't know where I want to go next. So I'm sitting in this place of, really being uncertain. And I'm telling you all of this, not to be Debbie Downer here with you, but to really have a real conversation and to be really, really real. Because guess what? All of these things I just said to you, I experienced them myself. And it really started in 2018 when I became aware of this idea of what I call the success myth, where if you followed me for a while, maybe you know this, and if not, that's totally fine too. But I have hit, looking back, almost every imaginable goal I've set for myself. I really have. I wanted an event, I did an event. I wanted a bigger event, I did a bigger event. I wanted more money, I got more money. I wanted more clients, I got more clients. Literally, I know I can make things happen. If I want to make it happen, I'll make it happen. But what I noticed is that achieving bigger and bigger goals actually did not make me happier. Let me take a break here. Who here knows what I'm talking about? Does this resonate with anybody here? Feel free to be vulnerable and share in the chat so that we have a really good conversation. Has anybody here noticed that achieving and creating more in business doesn't necessarily make them happier? And you know what? If this is not the case for you, then that's great, and you don't have to go there. It doesn't have to happen to you. But I see that as a big trend with not just business owners, but women in corporate careers and jobs and that kind of thing as well. Yeah, for sure. So I discovered this in 2018, and then really the last year looked at my business through this lens of ease, this lens of happiness, and really asking myself, what do I really want, and therefore what changes do I need to make in my business and my personal life to make sure I actually feel good and the business doesn't slowly suffocate me, it doesn't leave me unhappy. I don't want to be old one day, really rich but really unhappy. I don't want to have any regrets. So I studied this, and now it's actually the idea for a book I'm writing And I know this is not a quick fix. So what I can tell you for sure is that being in a place where you feel really aligned and really excited about your life has nothing to do with taking a day off and getting a massage. It has nothing to do with getting your nails done, buying new shoes, not even meditating daily. I mean, all those things help, but this is a process that is very, very deep and that takes accountability and that takes some real work and really, analyzing yourself and going deep. So, what I want to give you today, these 4 shifts, have nothing to do about sleeping more, exercising, or any of the superficial stuff. It's a lot deeper. And I think it's going to be really powerful when I kick you off today. And then from here, hopefully you can take this forward and do more of this work. So that's truly my hope for you. So let's start with the shifts. And looking at this, I want you to think about this as a combination of some mindset work, definitely mindset work, in addition to faith and belief and what you believe in and your spiritual side, as well as some actual tangible business shifts. Let's just call them shifts for now. And when you bring all this together, you're going to be able to create a space for you where you're sitting in a business that is clean, that is organized and optimized. You'll have a mind that is clear and focused and optimized as well. And you have the right beliefs and the right faith behind everything as well. And that creates something that's really powerful and strong for you. So let's go to shift number 1, just moving around here a little bit. Let me see. Also in the chat, Melissa is really active. Thanks, Melissa. I found myself working so hard that I became out of balance in my life, which is exactly what I teach people not to do. Yeah, exactly. And it's actually quite interesting. A lot of my life coaching clients and health coaching clients, they know what it's like. They've gotten themselves to the point where they felt burnout, they felt not aligned with their lives anymore. They knew there was something else for them. And then the experience of hitting that threshold actually put them in this place where they said, I want to help other people get out of it too. I want to be coaching, in that space. So sometimes that leads us to then, actually being able to help other people. But let's talk about shift number 1. The first thing that we need to do when it comes to getting to a place where we feel really good about our business and our lives and whatever happens out there is cleaning up our beliefs and our thoughts. And so I want you to ask yourself, maybe get a pen and paper out here. I'm sitting in my house, by the way. It's really casual today. So get a pen and paper out and take some notes. So the number 1 is, what are your driving beliefs? Really ask yourself that. I did this exercise in 2018 and I was actually quite shocked, right? I was really shocked what my main drivers really were. And what false drivers were really going on and were just putting me to work every single day. So being aware of that is really important. So what are your driving beliefs? For example, successful people always work really hard, right? To be rich, I need to have a huge business. To be respected, I need to be successful. When I earn more money, I'll be happy. When I hit my next goal, then I'll celebrate, right? Or maybe I'm not good enough right now. I am just not good enough to be happy. I have to be better. I have to do more. I have to make more, right? If I don't earn $1 million, I'm not successful. I can't tell you how many clients I've had in the past that said to me, I want to make $1 million. And when I ask them, why do you want to make $1 million? What's behind it? Most of them have no answer. There's nothing behind it. They don't have a plan. They're not going to be able to say, I want 3 houses and 5 cars and I want to pay off this. And there's none of that. It's just this fictitious number in your mind where you think if I'm making $1 million, then I'm a millionaire and then I'm successful, right? Not knowing what's really behind it or even how to get there, what it's going to take. So it's this goal that you put out there for yourself. And it's a cloud over your head that's always there because you haven't reached it yet. If I don't keep working, my business will decline. I'm only worthy if my business is successful. If I earn more, I'll be happy. If I succeed more, I'll be respected, I'll be liked, I have more friends, right? And therefore, so all of these beliefs, whatever your beliefs are, write them down, because those beliefs drive your thoughts. So every day you wake up, you go to work, and you think. You never stop thinking, but it's about what you're thinking that determines how you feel, right? So this is about ease and happiness, and that's why we have to talk about what is actually in that beautiful mind of yours. What are you thinking? And so really listen to your thoughts and catch yourself, right? Because if you're thinking about how can I make more money? How can I be the best? How can I do more? How can I get more clients? How can I get more leads? Right? Taking time for me is selfish. Can't do that. Working out, waste of time. Gotta do more emails, right? If you are full of thoughts like that, it's no, right, no surprise that ease and happiness will escape you. So your thoughts are creating your reality, which is, what we learn in many different books and the law of attraction and all that stuff. And it's true, but it also very much drives your emotion. So if you want to feel great and if you want to get yourself into a space where you feel happy right now, not when you reach your next big goal, but right now, you need to be paying attention to what your mind is thinking. So again, your thoughts are a result of your beliefs and your drivers, right? So let me take a break. Does this make sense? Who here has some beliefs for us? Maybe some good beliefs. Hey, if you have some good beliefs and I'm about to give you some, let us know in the chat as well or in the comments there below. Who has some really valuable beliefs or some beliefs that you know are really not valuable to you and they're not helping you at all, or some thoughts that you want to share? Yes. Yeah. So Teresa is saying, definitely found myself burning out this past week from constant exertion and putting energy out. Yeah, absolutely. Who else? Any beliefs in that way? And by the way, if you're new, and I know some of you watching me here are really still very new in business, you may not be at this point yet, but knowing it right away is gonna prevent you from having a lot of heartache too. Right? It really will. Because when you get to your first big goal, right, and you forget to celebrate it because your drivers are gotta do more, gotta work more, gotta make more money, never ever good enough, you will never stop and you will never celebrate and you will never feel great in your business no matter what you do. If you know that right now, even if you're right in the beginning and you say, on this journey, I want to make sure I feel great, even if I'm just making my first $10, it doesn't matter. Then you put that stake in the ground and you say, I'm committed to feeling great and celebrating every step of the way. So you're going to have a much easier time and you'll just feel great, which is what you want, right? Which is what you deserve right from the start. Yeah, okay, great. Now you're coming in. Baby steps. Yeah, baby steps are great. Good beliefs. I will get there if I keep at it. Definitely. I believe that if I grow my business large enough, it will become my retirement. Does that qualify? Sure. That means that your business has to be large enough for you to be able to have a good retirement. So that could be a good belief. It could also be a belief that drives you pretty hard, right? I'm not supposed to be successful. Yeah. So it's a belief that many people have is that success actually means that you're bad. It means that you're greedy. It means that you will lose friends. It means that you're going to change yourself. You'll become someone else. So that's also a belief that keeps some people really, really stuck. Danielle is on YouTube. She says, what about imposter syndrome? Feeling like you haven't figured it all out yet to coach people. That's an I'm not good enough kind of thing. That's a belief that I'm not good enough. I need to know more. I need to learn more. I need to study more. I need to do more. It's the same thing. And when will you ever be good enough to coach people? Do you need 10 clients, 5 clients, 20 clients? right? When? Well, you decide. You can right now adopt the belief that you are certainly good enough to coach people right now. Nobody decides, only you. You decide that. So the I'm not good enough is probably one of the core issues of all of them, right? That's sitting at the core. And I'll share that with you another time, but in my book that I'm writing, I'm tracing all of that back to experiences we've had either in childhood or with people that are still in our lives right now. It could be partners, could be spouses, husbands, wives, it could be family members. But there's a lot of work to be done when it comes to forgiveness and working through these relationships and experiences so that you actually can feel good enough. There's a reason why you don't feel good enough right now, and you keep telling yourself that. And so that's one really important belief that we can work on right now. This could be your one thing where going forward, when you listen to your thoughts every day, now that you're aware, you could have beliefs and you can reframe them and say, no, my worthiness has nothing to do with how much money I make, how successful I am, how good looking I am, how thin I am, because I'm a good person right now. And whatever else comes at me is just bonus. But I'm already great. I'm already good enough. If I don't earn one penny more, I know at the end of my life that I'm a good person and I was certainly good enough, right? What else? My purpose, what about this? My purpose is to make things better. It's not to be the best at everything. It's not to be perfect. It's not to be the best because that's not even realistic. My only purpose is to make things better. If I can make something better, I will, right? My purpose, my number one purpose is to have fun and joy and as much as possible as I can in life. My purpose is not to be sacrificing myself for all the people out there, to sacrifice myself for anything, or to make as much money as I can. My purpose is to have as much fun and joy and adventure in this life, right? Taking time for myself means I'll have access to my creativity. I want to remember my life as an adventure and an excitement, not a freaking struggle, right? If you make it a struggle right now, I promise you, even if you have more money, you'll just have more struggle. Even if you have the clients, you'll just have more work. Even if you have the big house, you just have to clean more. So you see, these things that you think will get you there actually won't get you there if you can't get yourself there now. Because it's all a mind game. It's in your beliefs and your thoughts every single day, not in what you think you have to achieve or where you have to go to feel the way you want to feel. Lastly, what I have here on my list, and your list can be longer, I wrote down, I deserve to be happy every single day, not just when I hit my goals. I think I deserve that, and I think you deserve it too. So why not make that a priority? Right? So instead of thinking, how can I make more money? How can I get more clients? How can I have more visibility? How can I work more? How can I get my next promotion? Say, what if I thought, how can I have more fun today? Right? How can I make someone happy today? How can I surprise someone today? How can I do something nice for myself today? How can I be grateful today for what I already have? Really, really important. Otherwise, everything will become really meaningless really fast. Yeah. So there's one more thing, and this is only shift one. And so I have to speed up. I'm going too slow. The other thing I want you to look at is your expectations on yourself. And we already covered this a little bit with the $1 million idea, right? If you think you need to make $1 million, I will challenge you and ask you why. I can get you there. I have, and I've reached that myself, but I can tell you too, once you make $1 million, you're gonna want 2, then you're gonna want 3, and then you're gonna want 4. And eventually you'll say, how many more millions do I actually even really need? And how much am I willing to sacrifice myself to get me there? And so with the expectations, let's talk about this. I want you to ask yourself, are your expectations actually realistic? And do those expectations cause the actual stress, right? You put these expectations, and they may not even really be yours, right? They may be society or your family or your parents or someone else saying you have to do that. It may not even really what you want. So, is that really what you want? Is it realistic? Right? And what does it take you to get there? And what if, just for a moment, what if you set lower expectations? Right? Is that even possible for you? If this is triggering you right now, ask yourself why. Does it feel like giving up? Does it feel like, not being good enough anymore? Not living up to expectations? I can tell you from experience that I've seen clients who started to set exciting but realistic goals. And I did that myself. For the longest time, I put these numbers on a sheet and I didn't even know why. Why this much? No clue. Sounds great. Let's go do it. And generally, these goals are not achievable for you, right? You think they're easy or you think you can somehow get there, but you cannot. So you constantly set yourself up for failure because you always fall short. You wanted to be here, but you're actually there. And it's like, right? So what if you set a goal that feels like you can actually relax? You can actually be like this. When I get to this goal, I will be really excited, but I know I can get there feeling peaceful, not working every weekend. I can get there with the team I have right now, right? I'm not going to kill myself, and I can actually enjoy the journey and lean back. A lot of the anxiety that you're feeling potentially is because you have goals that are just not right for you. Just not right. Is anybody feeling this way? Who here has a goal, if you're honest, that actually has no reason, no rhyme or reason behind it? Confess in the comments. Yeah, I think we all have those goals, right? If you have a real reason behind it, you might be an accountant or someone in finance, people who are really analytical. But most of us, we have goals that we just put out there, right? And they really don't mean anything. The biggest thing, what I want for you, whatever that number is, really doesn't matter. Here's what matters. You need to feel excited, but okay with that goal, where you say, you know what? All I need to do is get 25 more clients this year. All I need to do is get to 50 people. All I want to do is donate this much money this year. It doesn't matter what it is, but you need to feel like it's doable, it's achievable, and you can actually celebrate when you crush that goal, when you exceed. What about exceeding a goal? Not just barely reaching it. What about celebrating and reaching and exceeding that goal? That's how you want to do it. Okay, we'll move on. Shift number 2, this is one that is really hard. Really, 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 really hard. And I catch myself almost not daily, but weekly for sure, adjusting myself. And so, a quick side note: who here likes Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks, anything like that? My dog's gonna bark in 2 seconds because the mailman is here. So, just a warning, or maybe not. He's sleeping. But to go back to my notes here, so Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks. If you don't know who that is, look her up. She is a speaker. She is an author, someone that I really like to follow. And when I started following her, that was really the beginning of me realizing that a lot of my happiness was driven by external circumstances. So shift number 2, is really coming from her, where it's about shifting your happiness or your focus from the outside to the inside. Let me explain. When you have an external focus, you might say, okay, I'm happy and content when my husband is nice to me, when he makes me feel great, and then I'm happy. I'm happy when I get new clients. I'm happy when I make the money. I'm happy when my clients give me compliments. I'm happy when I lose 10 pounds. I'm happy when I look good. I'm happy when everything goes the way it's supposed to go. And the result is that you are going to be disappointed a lot Because guess what? You can't control any of these things. You can't control your kids, not really. You can't control people, you can't control clients, you can't control many of these things. So you're setting yourself up for a lot of disappointment because your emotions and how happy you are depends on the outside world. And the next thing is that you then begin to blame people. Well, he didn't do this or she didn't do that, and you're complaining. You're complaining and blaming. And that's not how you want to feel. This is about ease and happiness, right? And so you're on this roller coaster of emotions. You're not steady. You're up and down. And with a focus, with an external focus like that, you will not be able to feel consistent happiness. So instead, what we're being taught and what we really need to do is take responsibility for our happiness, right? And when you catch yourself blaming someone and say, I'm angry today because my kids didn't listen to me and they're watching iPads all day where I want them to read books, and it's like, they just respect me and they're not following my parenting rules or whatever it is that you're doing right now that we're all at home, right? Ask yourself, do I want to feel this way? Or can I just stop these thoughts right now and say, no, I am responsible for how I feel. Everybody around me is just doing the best they can, right? How they feel is their job. How I feel is my job, right? My partner isn't there to make me happy, although he can if he wants to, right? My kids aren't there to please me. My boss is not there to make me happy. And it's only my responsibility to clear my mind, check my beliefs, check my thoughts, and my perspective to give myself permission to feel good, right? So it's an internal focus. And with that, it's that belief that when you begin to really manage your emotions and you manage your thoughts, and you feel better more of the time, you'll have so much more creativity to do new things and to come up with new ideas and to be inspiring in your business and to move forward without the doubt and without the anxiety and without the stress and without all that stuff. And then maybe then the universe really will have your back and create more stuff for you if the law of attraction is true, right? Which I believe it is. Putting yourself into this high vibration and taking responsibility of it will help you attract a lot more goodness in your life and your business as well. So that's one thing that's really important. Internal focus, because your happiness comes from the inside, not from the outside. Yes, are we still there? Are we working? Are we writing notes? I can't see my screen right now. Let me go back. Yeah. The power of attraction. Colinda says, it feels like I wouldn't really do anything if I lowered my expectations. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Had a big issue with procrastination in the past, and now I'm going to the other extreme. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're lowering your expectations, it's try it on. Really, really try on some lower expectations. And so the expectations you set need to be, again, where you feel like I can actually accomplish it this year. And when I do, I'll be growing, but I don't have to kill myself in the process, because the biggest thing, again, that has happened to me, Colinda, and I see it with so many people. This is not just Carolin's crazy mind. This is a thing out there. Is that if you do not enjoy the process of getting to that big goal and hitting that big expectation, you will be happy for a second when you maybe surprise yourself when you hit that goal, but then your mind will set your next goal. That's what we do as people. We're never done. You're never done in life. You will always have a new goal, right? So once, maybe weight loss is not that case, because you can't always lose more weight. Eventually you'll be a stick. But let's not joke around. The reality is, once you have accomplished something, you're not gonna say I'm good now, nothing more. You're gonna want new stuff. And so if you're only happy 3 times a year when you hit those goals, but you're suffering your way there, that's not the type of life I want to live. Certainly not. And I'm sure you don't either. Great. So shift number 3 is to find real alignment with your business. What I'm seeing is that a lot of the stress and the anxiety and not feeling the ease and not feeling the fulfillment from business is when we do something that we don't feel aligned with at all, or not anymore. And so that means that maybe you've fallen out of alignment, you've fallen out of love, so to speak, with what it is that you're doing. Maybe it's the people you're serving, your clients. Maybe it's the programs you're offering or how you're offering them. Maybe it's how you spend your time, right? What the work that you're actually doing, maybe that's not aligned with what you're supposed to be doing or what you're really good at. Maybe it's about who you need to be to run your business. Maybe you feel like you need to be someone that you're really not to run your business. So think about that purpose and whether you're really in alignment with your business, or do you feel like, I just don't know if I should be doing this and I don't even know what I should be doing. And this doesn't really hit the spot for me anymore, but I don't know where I'm going, right? So if you're out of alignment with what you're doing, let's say you're a coach, then you certainly will not enjoy your coaching sessions. You're going to be working a lot more than 40 hours a week. You'll feel drained, you feel uninspired, you may even be scared because you know something's wrong, but you don't know what to do about it. And if that's you, there's only a couple of questions I want you to ask yourself to get back to that clarity and where you want to go next. And this is what I do with clients who need a reinvention, not an intervention, but they need to reinvent themselves. Because again, as human beings, as people, we get older, we mature, we change, we're not the same all the time. So your business may need to just go to level 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, or whatever, So it's a rebranding. It's your next level. Maybe it's a complete left turn or a complete right turn and you're doing something completely different. But if that's you, ask yourself, what is your real purpose? How do you really want to spend your time in your business or doing something new, right? Who do you need to work with? What feelings do you need to honor? And what changes do you need to make in your business right now? And some of these questions will help you get clear on your next level, because what you're feeling is there for a reason. Always, always honor emotions. That's your guidance system. That's your intuition telling you that something is not right. And the sooner you listen to it, the sooner you'll arrive in a spot where you feel a whole lot better. Yes. Awesome. So let's move on to shift number 4. That's the last one. And that is a very, very tangible shift. And I had 3 mindset related things for you. So you can tell that this is mostly mindset. It's mostly in your head and in your heart and in your soul and all of that stuff. But in order for you to have real peace in business, to have joy, to have the time, to have real fun, I also think you need to really clean your business. And that's something I have done since really last year in a way of creating a framework around it. So in at the end of 2019, in the beginning of this year, I created this whole methodology around what it really takes to grow a business, right? And it's about Scale Academy. So when I looked at how my own business has grown and how my clients are growing their businesses, I sort of saw six foundational areas. And that's what I built Scale Academy around. And I discovered that when you're able to clean up and fix and optimize these 6 areas, your business will grow. And 99, or I should say 100% of the time, 100% of the time, or 99.9% of the time, when your business isn't working right, you will find the issue in one of these 6 areas. You will. So looking at these 6 areas, so first of all, knowing what they are and then looking there to see where your weaknesses are and what's broken to fix it will get your business to grow. And I like to do this a lot with clients, because if you want to get your business to that next level and the next level and the next level while feeling good about it, it's not about just bolting on new things and building, Frankenstein. You're not just going to do this one new thing and scratch over here and do all, it's just more chaos, more franticness in your business. You want to take a step back and say, let me optimize and clean so that you have a clean foundation. Everything is in order, and then you can build on this table of stability, And then your business can get to levels that you may never have imagined before, but in a way that it's not overwhelming for you. Okay. So if you want to make some tangible optimizations and changes in your business, here are the 6 levers, and they're right from the Scale Academy program that I'm running right now, that's available, and that I want you to know about. So number 1, I want you to look at your buyers and your programs. Hi, Don. Buyers and programs. And again, what we're doing here is I'm giving you 6 areas, the 6 key areas that will hold the biggest problems in your business that you can go and clean up to create more ease, more time, more efficiency, more of everything. Okay. Buyers and programs. What does that mean? Well, you're working with the wrong buyers, you're offering the wrong programs, you're working with people that you don't like, buyers you're not relating to, people that don't want to buy from you, people that are hard to sell. You're offering programs that are, maybe overwhelming for you to deliver, you don't enjoy them, anything like that. Issues with your services and your buyers. Number 2, second area, is your messaging. Right? Look at your messaging. Is your messaging not working anymore? Maybe you used to have a way to communicate what you do, but now it's not working anymore. Fix that. Look at your messaging. Your marketing is in your message. If what you say isn't bringing the right stuff back to you, the message is the issue. The third area is how you generate leads. The lifeblood of your business are leads. I don't care about an email list really, although they are leads, but a lead is someone who says, I want to work with you. It's a prospect, okay? The lifeblood, the veins of your business are leads. And if you don't have the ability to consistently get people on calls with you, get people on conversations with you who say, what do you have to offer? Then your business is dying. That means you have no way of making money consistently. That's a huge problem for you to fix right now. What about customer value? Okay, that's number 4. You want to look at how much your customers are worth to you. If you're in a business or in some sort of business model where you're constantly looking for new customers and you can't retain them and you can't extend the value they bring to your business, that also creates a lot of stress, not a lot of ease, and a lot of overwhelm because you're constantly filling the gap. You're constantly refilling your business because you can't retain customers and they leave you, or they're done with the program and there's nothing that actually extends them. Number 5 is your sales process and your pricing. You need to look at how much you're charging. Is it too high? Is it too low? And what does that actual process look like by which you sell a new client, right? By which you get a new customer and you get your service out there. So is there an issue with your sales process? Are you effectively enrolling clients? Are you talking to enough of them? Are you following up? What does that look like? And then lastly, there's your team and your systems. If your business isn't working because your team isn't working, because they're not following through, maybe you have no team and you need to hire some people, or maybe just one person is enough, and or your systems aren't doing the work for you, so there's not much automation happening. You're doing a lot of manual work that can be done with a software or some sort of system in place. That's another area that you can fix to create more ease. Okay, so as you can see, there's so much you can do in terms of cleaning your business. Think of it as spring cleaning, right? So right now, I talked to my husband Boris, I don't know, last week, and we said, well, maybe we should start cleaning the garage now, maybe paint it, put up some shelving. A couple of weeks ago, I completely cleaned out our bathroom and everything is spotless and organized now, right? So all of these 6 areas are rooms in your house that need to be decluttered. Clean the basement, you clean the attic, you clean the garage, you have a beautiful house, right? So trust me, when you start to look in these 6 areas, your business will feel like it's stable, it's organized, there are no blind spots, you've got things covered, and that's how you achieve growth. Not with shiny objects or some crazy new thing that's out there. You need to look at real business and how businesses really, really work. So what time is it? 3:47. Awesome. Teresa, number 4 was, well, what we're just talking about, cleaning up your business. So it's about the 6 tangible areas in your business that you need to look at in order for you to find your weaknesses and also find your potential. You may have potential in certain areas where you're leaving money on the table. You could be earning a whole lot more already, or you could be, saving a lot of time doing things so much more easily, but you don't know what it is because you don't know where to look. So the 6 areas I gave you is where you should be looking to optimize your business. So number 4 was really the only tangible business related shift I gave you today. So I have some time for questions. If you have any for me, put them in the comments. I can see them coming up here. I'll bring you on the screen. We can talk a little bit about your questions. And then one other thing I wanted to mention to you, because this idea of making sure you're happy in business and you're doing it the right way is really, really important to me. And if you follow the conversation today, you can tell that achieving this is possible for you, but it's not easy. You need someone to really give you the optics, give you the guidance, and hold you accountable. And so next week is the last week of April. And I have exactly 10 openings on my calendar. So I have made myself available for 10 conversations, 10 really powerful conversations with you, right? If this is speaking to you right now, and to really talk about, what is happening in your business, as well as your beautiful mind, to create more of that happiness, that joy, that fulfillment, and growth, tangible business growth, right? Because all of that is possible all at the same time, but it takes some work. So this call is for you if you want more ease, if you want to stop the hustle, if you want to maybe create new revenue streams, completely new revenue streams. We created amazing new services for some awesome clients just in the last couple of weeks that have added additional revenue that was never there before, completely new revenue streams. If you want to find out why you're working so much, right? Why you're working so much and how you can work less, I'm going to help you. If you want to evaluate your sales process and your pricing to figure out how you can actually earn what you're worth. How about this one? Creating a solid lead gen system, lead generation. If you don't have prospects in your business right now and you don't know how to create them, I can help you. Marketing is one of our specialties, and especially lead gen. So you're off that revenue roller coaster. Designing new programs, looking at new buyers, reinventing your business, getting to level 2.0, right? Messaging, extremely important right now. Creating messaging that really, really works with the situation we're in, with what people want to buy right now. If you haven't found your pivot yet, it doesn't mean you need to pivot in your business. People are talking about, oh my God, everybody has to find their new pivot right now. You know what? Maybe you do, but maybe you don't. But I can help you figure that out. If you want to stop comparing yourself to your competition, how about that? And instead really fall in love with your business and find that alignment again. And then lastly, what about finding your weak spots? These 6 areas that I've given you today, really high level, we can go into those 6 areas really, really deeply on a call and find your weak spots, how to fix them, potential you have, how to really find that hidden potential in your business, how to leverage it, how to grow it, and again, ultimately make your business feel grounded, clear, and powerful, which is what it's all about. So I'll give you a link. This is really, really simple. Let me show you right here. So this is a link, very simple. It's carolinsoldo.com/apply. There are about 10 or so sessions available, maybe less. 60 minutes on Zoom with me, not my sales team, with me. And this is for you, whether you're brand new, whether you're someone who is, at their first 6 figures, maybe 100,000 or so, or for someone who is already much further ahead. So if you're running a big business already and you have any of these struggles we talked about today, this is for you also, because we work with clients at different levels, beginners, in the middle, and women who are already, accomplishing a lot more, have been in business for a couple of years, 7 figures plus, anywhere, in that range. I can support you because we have the tools to do that. So go to carolinsoldo.com/apply to book in one of those 10 spots, and let me support you. I would love it. And by the way, we have some coaching seats available in our programs. It doesn't happen very often because I like to have my programs full and booked up. But I have at the moment 2 seats available in Scale Academy, 2 seats for Scale Academy, which is an 8-week program where we go into the 6 areas of growth, the 6 levers of scale, and we turn your business upside down, find the leaks, find the issues, fix them, and make a plan for growth in the easiest, most effective way possible. And then we have 1 seat, only one, for Powerhouse Business, which is our most advanced 12-month program where we support women with big goals, to get there in a really beautiful way with complete implementation support. So just a few coaching opportunities are available for you here. Again, the call is separate from that. The call is really just for you and I to get some immediate traction and momentum going. And then if we do decide that there is a fit, we can certainly talk about coaching as well. All right, let's see. Hi, Maria. Nice to see you. So a few more minutes. What questions do you have? Anything that you want to ask? Or maybe what takeaways do you have? Is there anything where you said, wow, this is something I want to do right now? New beliefs, new way of thinking. Remember, we talked about in the beginning how your beliefs and what you believe about yourself and the world drive your thoughts, and your thoughts drive how you feel. So if you have, what I call false drivers, if you have expectations that are unrealistic and you walk around every single day, thinking stuff that doesn't serve you, your happiness will always be escaping you. Your success will be escaping you. Your joy will be escaping you. So it's really, really important to become aware and clean that, right? Then we talked about being really aligned in business, right? Feeling aligned with your purpose. And if you're not, finding out why and what has fallen away and where do you go next? Where's your new purpose and what's not working for you? What else did we talk about? The 6 areas for sure. So, but if you feel like my mind is in good shape, but my business is a big mess, or there's just opportunity for improvement, look at these 6 areas and see what you can do to make small adjustments that, have potentially a big impact. How much is it for the call? I don't charge for the calls, certainly don't. So the only currency for the calls is to take it really, really serious, right? My calls are extremely serious. They're for people who are in serious action mode, people who are definitely ready to implement. The one thing that I don't do on calls is helping you decide whether you should be in business or not. So if you're someone who wants to figure out if they should be launching a business, I will not be the one helping you there. But if it's about creating more spaciousness, creating more fulfillment, creating more of what you really want, most definitely go and grab a time. Awesome. Anything else? I know there's a delay. That's why I always wait a little bit to see if there's anything else. Beautiful. All right. Well, I will check back and see if there's any questions later. We generally leave our live streams up. So if you are watching the replay, certainly leave comments below as well. I will be back to answer questions that might be coming up. And as always, I hope this served you. I know it will. My hope is to always give you at least, a few golden nuggets that you can work with, that make a difference in your mind, in your lives, in your businesses, and all that good stuff. And I hope I accomplished that today. For those of you who were live, really, really appreciate the time that you're spending with me. I know your time is valuable, and there's a limit to how much time we have. So thank you for being here with me live today. Really appreciate that. Thank you for your engagement in the comments. And with that, I will let you go. And I hope that you will join me again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.